हेलो फ्रेंड्स, स्वागत है आपका हमारे आज की एक और नई वीडियो में। तो आज की इस वीडियो में हम कवर करेंगे एक्सरसाइजेस चैप्टर 7 मोशन। सो बेसिकली इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोना कवर दिस एक्सरसाइज of the rest of the chapters. We have not covered the exercise with some reason, and that reason is because of that other exercises are not that much important as compared to this, as it includes some numericals too. So we have solved them these. Okay, so in first question we were given that an athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the distance covered and the displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? This is a very tricky question. So we have solved this. First we have written the given, then we know that one round takes 40 seconds. So how many rounds will it cover in 2 minutes 20 seconds? So that came to be 3.5 rounds. Then we found the distance, that's 2200 meter. Then we found the displacement, which is 200 meter. Then in the second question we again wrote given. So let me show you the question. Joseph jogs from one end A to other end B of a straight 300-meter road in 2 minutes 30 seconds and then turns around and jogs 100 meters back to point C in another 1 minute. What was Joseph's average speed and velocities in jogging from A to B and from A to C? So we have solved this here. First we have wrote the given, then we drew the path, then we took the time, then we solved these A and B parts. Then we have solved this from A to C. We have solved very easy question is there. In this, the distance and displacement are equal, but in this, distance and displacement are not equal because the uh, displacement is the shortest path from initial to final position, whereas distance is the path covered. So there come the difference. We have covered this. Then comes our question number 3, that is Abdul, while driving to school, computes the average speed of his trip to be 20 km per hour. Friends, this -1 means and that this whatever the symbol there is, it is in the denominator of the fraction. On his return trip along the same route, there is less traffic and the average speed is 30 km per hour. What is the average speed for Abdul's trip? So we found out the distance and let it be x, then total distance is equal to 2x. For velocity 1, while going, the time taken was x by 20, and in second time while it was x by 30. Then average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Then we calculated it and we got 24 km per hour. In question number 4, where we were given that a motorboat starts from rest on a lake, accelerates in a straight line in constant rate for 3 meter per second square for 80 seconds. How far does the boat travel during this time? For this, we will write initial speed was 0 km per hour as it was dropped. Acceleration got 3 meter per second square. Then time got 8 seconds. Using second equation of motion, we calculated the displacement, which is distance, as 96 meter. Then we got another question. We have solved it very easily. It was said that a driver of a car traveling at 52 km per hour applies brakes. Shade the area that represents the distance traveled. Which part of the graph represents uniform motion? So here we have drawn the graph and shaded the part. The brakes would be uniform motion. But here there was a problem that the time was not given, so we can take any time that we want. Then in sixth question, we were given this graph and then we were saying to Which of the three is traveling the fastest? So B was traveling the fastest. Are three ever at the same point on the road? No. How far has C traveled when B passes A? How far has B traveled by the time it passes C? So these both questions are solved in our notebooks. Here we have written the A and B answer. Here is the answer for C. We found the distance traveled by C after intersection of B and A. Then in the next question we found the intersection of B and C after the time when B and C were intersected. C traveled how much after that? We found that. And then in seventh question we were asked that a ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meter. If its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square, so this is the acceleration. With what velocity will it strike the ground? At what time? So we used third equation to find the final velocity. Then we used the first equation of motion to find the time covered. So we got the answer to be 20 meter per second, the final speed, and 2 seconds the time. Then question number 8, we were given a graph where we had to find displacement at 6 seconds. So it was 12 meter. This is in velocity time graph. Then we were asked where is uniform motion represented. We also showed that. Then comes our important question 9th. So basically this is a little bit tricky question where we have asked some situations if these are possible and examples for these. First, an object with a constant acceleration but with zero velocity. The example would be object thrown vertically upward at its maximum height. B. An object moving in with an acceleration but with uniform speed. So the path would be circular if it would be possible. C. The path should be circular and as the velocity is in tangent direction, that is perpendicular to the radius. Then comes 10th question. This is a little bit tricky. An artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit of radius this. Calculate its speed if it takes 24 hours to revolve around the earth. So we solved this. It was a little bit tricky question and you can use calculator also to calculate this, otherwise mathematics should be strong for this. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel and please press the bell icon to see more such videos. Thank you.